Hello beautiful people who clicked on this video. I'm Akashi's shoelaces. Don't think about it too hard. Yes, I know I promised a part 2 to the Sakuatsu or Osasuna videos, but I couldn't get inspired to write them and I wanted to write Kuroken, so this is what you're getting. This will contain angst but have a happy ending. So if you don't like angst, don't come for me because I warned you. As always, credit to any art, music, or video clips I used can always be found in the description below. Enjoy. Practice at Nakoma High School today was weird. More so than usual. Lev was clinging to Haikyuu even more than he typically did, sneaking glances between him and Kuru. Fukunaga wasn't cracking any weirdly funny jokes and was instead staring at him with wide penetrating eyes. And the rest of the first years were huddled together on one side of the gym, glancing between him and Kenma and whispering. Granted, the entire week had been weird for the team. Everyone sensed the tension between their captain and setter, and it had thrown their balance completely off. Kuru felt a little guilty about how whatever was going on between them was affecting the rest of the team, but more than anything he missed his best friend. But Kenma had been expertly avoiding him for 2 weeks and Kuru wasn't going to force him to talk and make him even more uncomfortable. Kuro is snapped out of his thoughts by Haikyuu's sharp voice. He turns and sees the libero tapping his foot against the gym floor impatiently, his face annoyed but oddly flushed, making him look more flustered than angry. Kuro-san. Ah. That would be it. Lev looks between them with sparkling eyes, standing close to Haikyuu and twisting his fingers anxiously. All right, no beating around the bush. Have you sorted out whatever is going on between you and Kenma so we can practice normally again? Kuru bites back a sarcastic reply, and follows Haikyuu's gaze to the other side of the gym where Kenma is standing, a volleyball clutched in his hands, hair covering his face like a curtain. He must have let a bit too much emotion seep into his expression, because a moment later he feels a sharp pain in his shin. Ow. What was that for? Listen, I don't care about what's going on between you two, but you need to fix it. You're dragging the whole team down. Are you sure that's it? You don't care about me even a little, Haikyuu? Haikyuu scowls and jabs his finger at him. Stop trying to change the subject. And I mean it. Kiss and make up or whatever, or we'll be forced to take drastic measures. Kuru turns and waves him off, hoping the other doesn't notice how the tips of his ears turn red at the word kiss. I'll talk to him when he's ready. He can feel Haikyuu's glare boring holes through his back, but merely walks away and shouts at the first years to start practicing their receives. Practice was as awful as the last few days. Probably a little worse because Lev kept loudly whispering to Haikyuu about something and distracting him. Kenma's sets continued to be sloppy and imprecise, his mind in a different place. When he was setting to Kuru it was the worst. He refused to even look in his friend's direction. All right. Good effort. Clean up and then everyone go home and get some rest. Enjoy your weekend. I expect you to practice and come back ready to train like your lives depend on it. There was a chorus of tired yes sirs, but his eyes remained trained on Kenma, who stayed silent and shrunk further away from the group. He began to gather his things and watch the underclassmen run across the gym, taking down the nets and gathering volleyballs. Haikyuu walked up to him once again a few minutes later when most of the gym had emptied and it was just Haikyuu, Lev, Kenma, Fukunaga and him. So. His voice was carefully neutral and calm, unnaturally so. Kuru stood up from where he was tying his shoes after changing and raised an eyebrow. Fukunaga said there was a broken broom in the storage room. One of the first years probably stepped on it and decided to just leave it so they wouldn't get in trouble. Kuru gave a long sigh and pinched the bridge of his nose. Alright, I'll get it. Give me a minute. He slung his bag over his shoulder and stepped towards the storage room, pausing to give Haikyuu a slightly suspicious look. It was as if he was trying to usher him there for something important. Not giving it another thought, he walked to the entrance, where the large doors were flung open to the small dark room. He peered inside, fumbling for the light switch before sighing and turning around to Haikyuu. I'll just get it tomorrow. I need to get home. And suddenly he felt hands shove him into the room. He let out an embarrassingly high-pitched yelp as he stumbled, turning to glare at Haikyuu and ask what the hell he was doing, but instead came face to face with Fukunaga's small smirk and Lev's bright mischievous smile as they slammed the door on him. Moments later there was click and Kuru stood there stunned, wondering what the hell his teammates were up to. What the ever-living fuck? Let me out. I'll be waiting out here. Tell me when you've sorted your shit out and I'll unlock the door. You little. Wait, what? His eyes having adjusted to the dark a bit, he turned and noticed a figure hunched over in the furthest corner of the closet, staring at him with wide golden eyes. Haikyuu, I swear to. La. Did Kuru say something other than "Oh Kenma, I love you, please forgive me for whatever shitty thing I did this time and marry me, because if so I don't want to hear it"? After banging on the door a couple times, he groaned and slumped down against the wall, burying his face in his hands. He felt Kenma's eyes tracking his every movement, but when he looked up the other glanced away quickly, down to whatever game he was trying to focus on. Kenma. No. Kuru tried to swallow the hurt he felt at Kenma completely shutting him down immediately and tried again. Kenma. Fuck. I'm so sorry. Could you just hear me out? No thank you, Kuru. I know I shouldn't have done that. It was a mistake. I should have asked you and we should have talked things out. I didn't mean to. Shit, I didn't mean to go about it like. Kuru, I'm not your fucking rebound. The shorter boy's voice cracks and Kuru freezes, barely resisting running over and scooping him up into his arms. Kenma, when did I ever? Flashback. Kuru bolted down the street, blinded by tears, running towards the only person he wanted to talk to right now. He was glad he'd broken up with her. He'd known from the beginning that he didn't love her, but the things she'd said when he'd told her he loved someone else had hurt him, more than he expected them to. Before he knew it, he was hastily climbing the rickety old tree between his and Kenma's houses. After some frantic knocking, the window slid open and Kenma looked down at him, a slightly annoyed expression on his face until he noticed the other's tears. Expression melting to one of worry as he opened the window further and tugged him inside. Kuru? What happened? Are you okay? The taller boy merely released the sob he'd been holding in and rushed into his friend's arms. After recovering from the slight shock, Kenma ran a hand through his messy hair and gently led him to his bed. Do you want to talk about it? Kuru looked up and inhaled. Kenma's expression was soft and welcoming, and his hands in his hair felt so nice. I broke up with her. Dart. Oh. Well, I bet you're going to be happier now without her, right? So it's a good thing? Oh. Kenma, the things she said to me. Kuru choked and buried his head into Kenma's hoodie, tears coming once again tenfold. Kenma stiffened and he felt his fists tighten a bit in his hair. What the hell did she say to you? It's nothing, just. She said I'm never going to find happiness. That I'm completely non-committed and difficult to love. Bullshit. There's a very unusual amount of emotion in Kenma's voice. Kuru looks up and sees his golden eyes lit with a passionate anger, glaring daggers in the vague direction of his ex's house. It's ridiculously attractive, and in that moment Kuru comes to a sort of realization as to why he really broke up with her. In the heat of the moment, not thinking straight, he makes a huge mistake, sitting up and cupping Kenma's face in his hands, pressing a soft kiss to his mouth. It only lasts a few seconds, but it's stupidly cliché. Kuru feels his stomach flip, sparks fly, and something clicks into place inside him. It's nothing like how kissing any of his previous girlfriends felt in any way, and it's 10,000 times better. The moment ends abruptly as Kenma roughly shoves him off of him, breathing heavily. Kuru. What the fuck? Kenma looks like he's about to cry now too, his voice trembling, and Kuru feels his already fragile emotional state crumble. Shit. Kenma, The smaller boy stands up abruptly and rushes to the door, his eyes wide and brimming with tears. I'm trying to help you, I'm not here to just be your. He cuts himself off, voice thick with tears, and darts out of the room. Kuru sits there, wallowing in self-pity and processing how badly he fucked up. Wonderful job, Tysm. In a single day you managed to have an emotional crisis, led a girl on and break her heart, and ruin your relationship with your best friend who you're probably in love with. He laughed, a bit hysterical, and curled into himself. Everything around him smelled like Kenma, like apple pie and fabric softener. It was comforting and at the same time reminded him of where he was and how he didn't deserve to be there. Without thinking he stood up, wiping at his eyes furiously and whispering another quiet apology to the empty room before going out the window. He knew Kenma didn't want to see him or talk to him right now, and Kuru didn't blame him at all. Kenma and Kuru private messages. I can't say this enough. I'm so fucking sorry. Just tell me when you're ready to talk, okay? End flashback. Rebound? Kenma, did you really think that's the reason I kissed you? Kenma looks him in the eye and glares, hurt evident in his gaze. Well, Kuru, it's a little painful when the guy you've had a crush on for years only expresses romantic interest in you when he's emotionally drained and distressed right after he broke up with someone.